Hi everyone, welcome to Everything Improvised. Welcome back. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell and well, if you like the channel. Anyway, today we're going to talk, we're going to go back to the melodic minor scale and its modes. Well, actually, we're going to talk especially today about the Lydian flat 7. You can call it, there's several names to it. Well, I call it Lydian flat 7, which is really what it is, but if it's easier for you to think it as Lydian sharp 4, and the Lydian mode is very well, actually there's just one note that differs from the Lydian. So Lydian is just a major scale with the flatted 7, so you're going to play that on usually on the 7 chord, dominant chord, like I did the piece. Well, you think you've recognized the Simpsons theme melody of the Simpsons, and it's a very good example of the use of the Lydian flat 7. So it's just in, I only play some kind of funky thing with E9 so E9, E7 dominant with 9 and a 13th as well. Anyway, but it's basically an E7, so it's a major triad, but with a minor 7. In the melody of the Simpsons, actually, I played it over here, up here, and it goes like, it's quite easy actually. It starts from the 5th, then it goes back to the root, and then the 3rd, the major 3rd, so it's, and the 5th, the perfect 5th, and then we go down to a half step below the perfect 5th, which is the sharp 11. Anyway, that's how it becomes part of the Lydian flat 7 mode. Down, and then it goes back. When I go down to the B, the first B on the bass, it goes down to the well, the B flat as well. It's just a perfect arpeggio starting from the 5th, but we have this B flat that makes that color of the special color of the Lydian flat 7 or Lydian sharp 4 mode. The interesting thing is in the, well, I start with the melody, and so the melody of the Simpsons, and then after is some kind of it sounds a bit like a melody, and it's really just out of the Lydian mode. So it's no, you can start the Lydian mode by the 7th degree, like by the D instead of the E. Sorry. I don't know if you know the music of it. When I was a teenager, I was listening a lot to Frank Zappa, and when his guitar solos are quite often were in well, it's been a long time when I didn't listen to Frank Zappa, but we was playing with pretty much with distortion, and he was playing a lot in the Lydian scale all the time. I mean, quite often, like so you can do it here as well, like, and you can go up, or So it will go fine on. And you could go stretch and change position. Sorry, I have to go. I'm gonna go slower now when I play for you to be able to transcribe. So first part of the solo goes well, something like that. So it's definitely it's really the Lydian mode. But then after I start to use Lydian flat 7 or Lydian sharp 4, and so I add this B flat, and well, I don't remember, I play quite fast, but I'm gonna give you the position here of so at 6th position of the Lydian flat 7. It's gonna go like yes. So instead of the A, we have the A sharp. It's a bit tricky here because the stretch is a bit hard, but it's really worth it. With on the A string. Well, I'm doing some approach notes as well. So, but you can go like, actually it's pretty close as well from the whole step, half step scale, which is called the diminished scale, and it's pretty easy when you start from on the top 4 strings. It becomes much harder with the 2 bass strings, but otherwise you can go like. Pretty close. This is diminished scale, whole step, half step, and otherwise Lydian flat 7. And you can, I think you can use as well, you can make up a kind of, maybe it will be easier to start with a kind of pentatonic scales out of the Lydian flat 7. It would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to the E. So that's 5 notes, so pentatonic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yeah, that's why I use a lot in the other parts of That's something very good for you to practice. I'm sure a lot of you don't do that. It's because it's not very used. I mean, it's hard to do on guitar. It's to play this on the same fret and go. So a very good exercise. But I'm not talking about to play them legato. You have to roll your finger on each to go to the string below. But exactly on the same fret. So you can have some kind of really angular kind of sound. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, it's a very good exercise because and then you can go up in fourth and perfect fourths. And but it takes a long time to practice, but then it could be really interesting. So I really encourage you guys to do this kind of exercise. Start really easy this way. Yes, so, well, the thing is you still have to find mostly, I mean, it's better if you know any mode and any scales and you play at any positions and to be able to change position as well. We'll talk, well, from now on I'm going to do an episode, 2 episodes a week, and I'm going to really place on some backing tracks, but with very slow lines for you to be able to transcribe. So that's for sure. From now on, like in a few days, I'm going to go with a 2-5-1 progression, and I'm going to make use of this Lydian flat 7, very slow 2-5-1s in C major, for instance. And I'm going to make the use of the Lydian flat 7. I think I don't want to talk about the other mode that I use a lot, which is the altered scale. I've been talking about that, and it's a great mode and a great scale as well. But it's much harder, I think, to hear and to use and to hear, because it's got a lot of tensions on it, but with the Lydian flat 7, actually, you really have to get the use of the sound, and that just one note that changes from the Mixolydian, which is very kind of easy to hear. Mixolydian again. Mixolydian again. And Lydian flat 7 or Mixolydian sharp 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do with the D, and we'll see as well some scales with different intervals, like I was talking about fourths. Well, that was a good exercise, but then after that you can go like do a whole scale like the C major scale in fourths, but you have to be careful about the tritone that appears. I mean, it's going to go like perfect fourth, do, fa, re, sol, mi, la, then F, B, and not B flat. Why? Just because B flat doesn't belong to the key of C. So we have to adjust the fourth, and it's going to make it an augmented fourth, a raised fourth. the tritone. Actually, it's called the tritone because it's what divides the chromatic scale in two equal parts. Anyway, we'll see that later. But still, you can go. It's a very good exercise to go like. F, B, and G, C. It's a bit tricky here between the B and the F. This is 6. It's much harder. It could be really nice as well. Anyway, try to do the exercise with on the C major scale with the fourths, and it's really good. You can do it upside down like. Yes, so I'm gonna do very soon on 2-5-1 in C major. I'm gonna prepare some really easy licks using Lydian flat 7. Well, thanks a lot for listening and being here. I hope to see you guys later. Have a good day, and promise I'll see you very soon with simple lines on Lydian flat 7. See you guys later. Thanks.